is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
Okay, so just to keep consistent with my FTRs, Xavier and I are about to grab something to eat. I had a really shitty night of sleep, waking up numerous times in horrific pain. My back, my hips, all my bones hurt so bad. I'm 26 weeks pregnant, sleeping on cement in a tent, open 311 tickets since 2021. In incredible pain and also incredibly nauseous. We're gonna go take a little walk and try to find some food. I miss my children. As you guys all know, I have regular contact with my children until they start fucking with me again. It's now been 26 days since Viviana and I have had a normal conversation that lasted longer than 10 seconds and 5.5 months since I've spoken with my daughter, Alexis. I speak to my son every day.
That's weird. Still in Portage Park, never went back downtown after delivering goodies to my babies on November 5th, 2023. That's crazy, because usually we always see a video. Spent November 5th to 6th in River Grove, Cumberland area, November 6th to 12th today in the Portage Park area. Been in a tent for 12 of the last 16 months and am currently 26 weeks pregnant.
So my son has been answering every day, but even I'm like, where's your sister? They live together. He's like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. Well, why isn't she answering the phone? I don't know. He probably just doesn't want to get involved or in the middle, but I think it's more than that. As you guys know, my situation is...
I was about to say, Lord, please, what do you think it is, Heather? Because I think you know deep down exactly what it is. So what's bullshit?
Incredibly corrupt. I've just been incredibly abused.
She said it incredibly corrupt, and as she said that, she was showing her stomach. What a bitch.
And none of my constitutional or human rights have been upheld this entire time. So, like I said, we're going to go grab food, try to make the best of the day, like we do every single day. I have really no desire to do anything other than continue applying to jobs, checking on my children, and seeking some sort of assistance for this unlawful and unconstitutional, completely inhumane situation. And I have been relentless in following up and calling the city. Here are the call logs for 311. Per Northwestern Hospital, they said, don't feel bad. 311 is the only city's shelter service. So no matter what shelter you try to get in, you have to go through 311. It's a must. They have not responded or placed us. Look at all of these calls I have. And I have been calling on and off for over 2 years, but consistently since August of this year, every single week. 26 weeks today. Okay, so we're tracking energy. I'm just going to start making an update and making one that says energy so that we could track the days. Today is November the... Okay, so we're tracking energy. I'm just going to start making an update and making one that says energy so that we could track the days. Today is November the... hold on, let me check. So just for the record today, and I know there's a lot of people who can identify with this and understand this. We've had 7 days, not a single argument. Everyone knows what's going on in my life, right? I literally post an update play-by-play every single day, okay? I'm 26 weeks pregnant. I refuse to take any sort of medicine because of all the times that they've dosed me through my meds and anything else, Tylenol, ibuprofen, etc., and so forth. I'm sleeping on the floor in a tent on cement. My hips are in pain, my back is in pain, and mentally, I miss my children. I have been bludgeoned, beaten,
Mentally, you miss your kids, or what about emotionally and physically? But especially emotionally, oh my gosh.
Robbed, raped, left outside to die, starved for extensive periods of time, sleep deprived for extensive periods of time. When they came to save me after 5-6 days of not being allowed to sleep, I literally dropped to the bed and was raped. So this has all been reported to law enforcement, right? Xavier, for the past 16 months, has been my rock. On certain days, like literally black and white, like cold and hot, I wake up with no warning, with nothing. I'm usually up like 5 or 6 times a night during the night, crying out in pain. Xavier is so supportive. So he could not be more supportive. Rubbing my back, holding me, could not be more supportive. Then randomly, out of nowhere, he turns into the most argumentative, abusive, crazy making, intentionally antagonistic person I can even describe.
Sounds a lot like you, Heather.
I move physically as far as humanly possible from him and tell him, get your things and leave. Go away. You are not my husband. I don't know who you are. You are not gonna rise my blood pressure, irritate my unborn child, cause me to be in a state of stress, and hold me here. Get your things and go. He talks over me. He accuses me of things he knows.
He talks over you? You don't even let him talk, Heather.
Is not true. So I just want everyone to...
Anyways, I guess that ended there. Well, I'm sure she's about to finish talking up. Questions he 1000% knows the answers to. Accusations that the real Xavier would never make in 1,000 million years, and they do this on some kind of organized schedule. I'm going to track it here in an effort to better understand. Y'all just need some mental help right now. It doesn't mean you have to be on medication forever. You may not even have to be on medication. Just freaking, y'all need to go see someone for real.
To notice, and we're gonna put this into this energy folder, and I'm gonna literally start tracking the dates so that I know who to go after, criminally. All last week, the only argument we ever had was when Xavier lied and said he was going to Burger King, which is 5 minutes away. I gave him cash. He said he was going to go grab us a burger each and took approximately 2 hours to get back. That's the only argument that we've had over the last week. No arguments. We've been productive, working, creating art, selling art, coming up with business plans, campaigning, etc., and so forth. This morning I wake up, and from loving and supportive, he goes into insecure, little bitch type behavior. What do I mean by little bitch? Making accusations against your partner that you know are not true. That would be like if you and I know each other for years and I ask you, are you a boy? When I know for a fact you're a boy. Like, that's the type of dumbass questions he starts asking me. Like, dumbass shit. Antagonize. 26 weeks today. We finally got everything packed. It's like unbelievable. I'm trying to wear every single one of my outfits for at least 24 full hours so that I don't have to be in the laundromat every 3 days because I don't have that many clothes right now and I'm pregnant and not that much is fitting me.
Stop changing.
I literally dirtied myself 3 times already. I'm a child. I don't know what the fuck. Was not able to see the girls, but I was able to see my son. Very grateful for that. So it's been a successful week out here in the northwest side of Chicago/suburbs. As I said before, I'm very grateful for any time I get to see my children, but they belong with their mother full time as they've been their entire lives. So have not given up on that. And we are heading back downtown after a quick Lunchable and back to pick up a payment from Xavier, one of his clients who bought an NFT. And then who knows, but I'll keep you guys posted. How's everyone else doing?
Oh, look at the date on this. This is when Dylan would steal and cheat and lie and leave me locked in the apartment with no food. Police are aware and I am still being oppressed and ignored in the street. January 5th, 2020, I'm sad. I have always been a generous person, doing my best to help everyone I meet. My heart and soul are broken. I try to smile through my tears. I try to be brave and do the right things. I offer my best advice and guidance to everyone I encounter. And be free of judgment, resentment, and grudges as a giver. What do you do to protect yourself from a world full of takers? Awkward. that's 3 years old. What I'm is like, just stop, please stop talking about him. It probably makes his cock so hard that you talk about him, and I hate it. Like, I can't stand him. I don't know why people think he's cute. I don't know why people think he's smart or nice or generous. He is about as dumb as a box of fucking bricks. I believe Heather's smarter than Dylan. Fucking shit. I don't know why people like simp the shit out of him and Marissa just because they hate Heather. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Is like, that is so elementary, middle school. Like, oh no, I like her because I don't like her, and I know they don't like each other. Like, no, like, be your own person, please, everybody. Let's be your own person. Anyways, I really wish she would stop talking about Dylan because she had a lot of negative things to say about Dylan. Even whenever they were dating, there was negative things about Dylan. So it's like, you knew he was a piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit. He's always going to be a piece of shit, probably. So just drop it. Stop letting him, like, get hard of knowing that he supposedly did your life so dirty. Nah, baby, that was you. You let him do that. Dog daycare and boarding. What the fuck? I mean, get a job though then, Heather. We don't need this. You need a job. Don't look for us stuff. You look for a job. Golly.
What a fucking miserable day. Oh my gosh. Xavier and I have been just in weird energy all day long. I'm cold. It must be 40, 45, and I'm already starting to lose feeling in my toes. You can see my nose is red. I'm not made for this outside shit. I'm just not. I'm also 6 months pregnant and incredibly tired of having to plead my case that I don't deserve to be bludgeoned or stabbed or raped or beaten or robbed, right? Like, none of us do. We did not go back downtown. I'm literally just too exhausted. We literally made it less than a mile, and I was like, fuck this, and came back. I don't know. Maybe we'll go tomorrow, maybe not. Who really knows? 311 said, I haven't been forgotten.
Why do we say a pair of scissors?
Okay. Oh my gosh, she looks so bad. 8:07 a.m. 6 months pregnant and counting. I just want to keep it here for so long. Like, look at her face.
Okay, so I wake up every morning and I do the same thing. I first put myself into a positive state of mind by texting my children. Texting my children makes me force myself to not cry like a little baby, which is what I really want to do going into month 12 of being held in this tent. We spent 4 months outside prior to when I got hired at Getir and getting us Airbnbs for the whole winter last year. And then February 15th, my Airbnb account was hijacked by I don't know who, some sort of hackers, and we have not found another solution that we can afford that's...
You know what? It's kind of weird. Like, for one, I don't know why she doesn't make up a different thing. I don't know if you can make up a different thing on Airbnb. Well, why don't they use Xavier's name and information for the Airbnb? Or did they mess that up too under his name?
$300 to $400 a week. So we have literally been in a tent since February 15th. We have filed numerous open tickets with 311, which is the city's shelter placement, and not heard back. So I just...
Okay, and let me say, I know not everybody's the same, but people who feel bad and, like, donate to people like they did with Leticia. Sorry, someone tried to correct me on something that they were so ignorant about. People would, like, specifically donate, like, for a room so she could sleep in a room that night. So it's like, I'm kind of surprised. Well, I actually firmly believe that Heather has people being like, hey, stay in a room and send money, and she just doesn't use that money for a room. That's what's so weird. It's like, you don't have to just use an Airbnb. Like, if you really are cold and you really are uncomfortable and you really want to, let the baby sleep, I pray to God the baby has no idea what is going on, and the baby has no effects. Like, I really do. But it's so crazy to me because you do get donations, you do get cash assistance. Why don't you just go get a hotel for a night or two? Well, imagine if you had like a microwave in that hotel. Y'all would be living it up. You might not even sleep because you might be so excited.
On the wall, because otherwise I run out of motivation and hope. And I say this every morning, I read it. I will remain positive and hopeful for myself, my children, my environment. And then I just up the area where I'm sleeping, which is just my clothes. I have a duffel bag back here filled with clothes. All my luggages have been destroyed. It's my backpack, my purse, clothes, my novel, some more clothes and laundry soap, and some accessories for my makeup. All my production equipment has been stolen. All my yoga and fitness equipment has been stolen or destroyed. And this is literally everything I have left. A yoga mat, a sleeping bag. Well, I bought both of the sleeping bags and the tent. But I gave that one to Xavier.
Dang, so much for sharing around there. Do you know how many times I've filed online, made the calls to these numbers or 911 and walked in to file or physically handed a typed out narrative with all the reports and links to social media documentations to officers? More than 100 easily. Oh, Heather. Dang. Her face kind of looks different. Like it doesn't look very healthy or glowy or clear. I don't know how to say this. Please excuse the dirty mirror at Marshall's. I'm absolutely loving this orange at Shein Official shirt and leggings combo for my 26th week of pregnancy. About to take this 10 miles walk back downtown to sell some art to Xavier's sponsor. He only has one sponsor. Oh my gosh, is it a male? Is it like a freaking leak of male? Xavier's I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to figure out who would be Xavier's sponsor. Anyways, and this comfy, cute combo is perfect for the trip. Called 311 again today and was told the ticket that has been open since September remains open and that I have not been forgotten. These nights in a tent are getting unbearable, so I pray they are telling the truth. This is me in 2020, before being stalked, harassed, beaten. Well, back in 2020, this must be a different 2020, because back in 2020, you just wrote that little postboard about Dylan or whatever, and you was all upset. So, is this the beginning of 2020? Before being stalked, harassed, beaten, bludgeoned, robbed, and raped, among other severe torture methods, including but not limited to psychological torture with sound and light, sleep deprivation for 5 days, followed by sexual assault when I finally fell unconscious and went to sleep, and being deprived of food and water for days at a time in 2021. I have filed hundreds of reports to the state of Illinois as well as the federal government. I was also impregnated by suspected rape in 2022, and the babies were... Okay, hang on, please. Just bear with me. Okay. This just is there. There's no, like, I'm so aggravated and like pissed off and confused and just, it's like, tell us, Heather. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking tell us, bitch. Like, I want to whoop her ass so bad. Even though she's so fucking tall and I'm, like, probably to her damn kneecaps. I cannot take her. Okay. This is why I can't talk about the twins. I don't like talking about her pregnancy and the twins. But this is what she says. For everybody, listen up, okay? Because we all know what Heather says what happened supposedly with the twins. Heather likes to say she had a miscarriage and they came early and they couldn't make it and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Most of us know what Heather did to the twins and what the plan for the twins were. Okay? They weren't going to be with Heather. They were going to be with another couple. And for some reason, that did not happen. And I think Heather got scared and Heather ended it. Okay? But let's see what Heather says now. Okay? Let's see how her stories switch up. I was also impregnated by suspected rape in 2022. How many times has she said that was Xavier's babies as well? I know she did cry rape. She cries rape with everything. But she has said that those twins were Xavier's. Listen, she said, and the babies were killed, yeah, by you, bitch, at 18 weeks and the bodies stolen. Really, Heather? The bodies were stolen? The EMS and police who responded to the call have no comment on where the fetuses that would have held genetic material to name the rapist went, because she wasn't raped. And I was treated at a Swedish hospital, Chicago, for 3 days following the loss of life from December 26, 2022 to December 29, 2022. Upon discharge from the hospital, I was fired from my job at Good. Corporate was being harassed by a YouTube channel dedicated to making fun of me called Crazy Train. I have been... Don't you dare sit there and blame your job being lost due to a channel. I don't personally obviously know Crazy Train, but someone told me that I was the cause of her losing her job at a gym. Bitch, please, check fucking make me, bitch. Please fucking say, I can't stand stupid shit. Y'all, like, people just aggravate the fucking shit out of me. Why don't you listen to my video, and then if you want to have an opinion, and then fucking just suck on it all day. I don't fucking know what to tell you. I don't know Crazy Train, but you can't sit here and say and accuse her of doing something, because you know what, Heather? You know why you got fired? You know why you got fired. You got fired because you sent way inappropriate text message / video to your coworker / boss because you didn't want to get out of work. And you know what that video was? That was that nasty ass video of you in the shower when you shouldn't even have had your motherfucking phone unless you was calling 911 to get those babies some help. But no, you want to record it and leak it out yourself as if it was an accident. I'm not even going to read the rest of it. Like, I'm done reading it.
So I'm about to put up another video of the fucking bullshit that I'm dealing with.
I swear all she does is self-care nowadays. Literally all her posts is like self-care, mask, trying to get some work done and doing self-care. Super frustrated putting this mask on with my tent. I have so much work and stuff to do. Like that, oh my gosh, is that a cutout of something? You look like you're about to rob a bank, Heather.
I have been dealing with since 2019. This is a perfect example of oppression. I've been working on a coffee table book. I've been working on this idea, developing this idea for years, okay? I lost a lot of my artwork. I'm trying now to use Google Photos to share with Xavier the content that I want to use. And I want to layer it. I want to take captions. I want to take my poetry, my photography, my modeling, everything, and put it all together as a coffee table book. Watch carefully what Google Photos is asking for. This is not what Google Photos asks for. They give you the option to choose.
She put it up like she was wearing a fucking mask over her head. And oh, they out here gonna be robbing folks soon.
Edit selected photos, and then they're refusing to allow me to go forward until I allow access to every photo on my phone.
They're like, shut up. Okay. Google does not force you to allow total access to every device on the phone to use Google Photos. That's not a normal function, and this is just one example of how I have been being oppressed and prevented from getting profitable work done for myself. And another reason I want to press civil and criminal charges. Google Photos needs, I don't know what it's saying. It needs access to your phone. So did you change your settings, Heather?
Okay, guys, I'm so excited because the coffee table book is finally coming to life.
Coffee table book.
I got the first 120 images. There's going to be more. I want to say it's going to be closer to like a 300-page book with some of my poetry and all of my photo shoots. Not all of them, but the most meaningful ones to.
Shut up. I don't know if that's the best idea or the worst idea of me. I would buy that from her and read it, and I don't know if it would be the best thing or the worst thing or the best worst thing or the worst best thing. Like, that bitch gonna be crazy.
Me, there's some BLM stuff in there from when I attended some protests. A little social justice, a little fun, a little fashion, a little family, a little of all the things that like save my soul from just death and like crumbling when I'm sad. You guys know that I do these photo shoots and I produce, create, and that literally like puts life back into my face and my heart and my eyes. You know the issues with lacks of communication with the people I love the most. So this is what like keeps me going, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys.
Like, okay. I get it, and that's nice that some people are able to have like a hobby or something to kind of keep their mind off of pretty much reality and just kind of make them okay for a little bit. But I know Heather's not normal, but she's still a person. There has to be something, and a mother. There has to be something in your body, like intuition, like I have to do something. Like, instead of making myself feel better that I abandoned them, why don't I do something to make myself a better person and be here for all of my kids that need me and myself? But it's like, why she either doesn't think like that, or that's like, not an option. Like, maybe she's done raising kids and she doesn't want to admit it. Oh, really? You, Heather, out of all people, it says, if a child tells you they are uncomfortable around an adult, please listen. Interesting.
Regarding that last post, also look for signs. Like, every single time my kids are quiet with me or they don't pick up the phone, we can't force our children to tell us everything, but we can be perceptive to their needs and changes in their behaviors. You guys. No, someone literally kissed the door of the restroom stall. Look at my baby.